we doing? Welcome on in. Good to have y'all out here. Hi. Hello. Welcome on in. Oh, it's a good day to be back on stream. I missed y'all. It's been a minute. It's been a few minutes since we've had a stream. Just a handful. Oh, it's lovely to be back. Hi, how we doing, y'all? Welcome on in. Today we are joined by the air conditioning unit talking in the background for the entirety of stream because it is hot today. So hopefully the air conditioner is not too loud, but it will be ever present as always during the summers. So hope y'all are chill with that. Hopefully it's not too bad. Hi, how we doing, y'all? How we doing? Good to have y'all. Welcome on in. Miss May, what's going on? Tay, what's up? How we doing? Queen Hoove, what's going on? Thank you so very much for the 6 months as well. Not sure what that was. Anima, welcome on in. Good to have you. Valenite, what's going on? Good to see you. Hello. How was your trip? I actually stayed home this weekend. I had a wedding to go to, but it was a local wedding. So it was it was the first wedding I've been to where I got to sleep in my own bed. It was great. Well, like a friend's wedding. So yeah, it was good. It was great. It was a super fun weekend. Lilika, welcome on in. Good to have you. Jenna Wolfit, welcome on in. Hope you've had a good day so far. I've had a pretty good day. It's been a little bit of a slow start, but it's all good. It's all good. I'm waking up. Otzi, welcome on in. What's up? Hello. Good to have you. Also, Pearl Pal, thank you so much for the 6 months. And Glasskoff, thank you so very much for the 8 months, my dude. Soaked because of rain. Ooh, we have not had any rain here today. It is
pleased to meet you.
Not a single cloud in the sky. It's been pretty good. Ye old envelope, welcome on in. Thank you for the 2 months, my dude. Hangover? No hangover. I'm just tired. It's just been so hot at night the last few nights that it's just been like hard to fall asleep, or I'm just waking up throughout. I don't sleep very well if it's hot out. Joel, Astrocat, thank you so much for the resub for 8 months. It's still showing that Joel gifted the sub to you, but I appreciate the 8 months. Had to reread that one. How did it go with the fancy shoes and the ouchie toes? It actually worked out pretty well, but day after was pretty rough. But that's good. If you think I'm not reading your comments because of the name, then you should probably not have that name put there. But yeah, it's all good. That was the default message, so I left it. No, even on my reader bar at the top, it says Jewel gifted a sub to Astrocat, and then let's go. Thanks to Jewel for the sub gift. Blah 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 blah. So, talk about it being hot. You got an AC, a privilege I do not. Well, yeah, my computer also is currently running at 42 degrees Celsius. At least that's what the CPU read says on it right now. So that adds a little bit of extra heat into the office space.
To meet you.
In order to work in the summer, the AC is required. Sniper, thank you so much for the 4 months, my dude. New here, love your builds. Swempire, thank you so very much. I appreciate it. Welcome in. And you're already a member. Wow, I appreciate that. My friends on the YouTube side, click the like button on the stream if you haven't already. I very much do appreciate it. Thank you. It helps me out a ton, so I appreciate it. Nathan, how we doing? I'm doing pretty good today. Thanks for asking. Menina, welcome on in. Hello. John, thank you so much for the 5 months, my dude.
Happy Monday, fWhip and chat.
Perfect catch a stream. Well, I'm commuting. My bus didn't come, so now I'm annoyed. Oh, no. Hopefully make it wherever you need to go on time still. Thank you for the hype train, y'all. I appreciate that.
Many greetings.
Hardcore misadventures this week. We got a new hardcore video coming out this week. Yeah, if y'all missed the misadventures one, it's I thought it was a cool build. Building up the big dungeon, got all that stuff. I think the thumbnail wasn't the best. I probably could have improved that, but yeah, definitely go check it out if you haven't already. It was a really fun project to work on. Next up in misadventures though, I need to start planning the Road Builders Guild haul, and I haven't done that yet because it ain't staying as the little tiny thing. Fish, I feel like I get this wrong every time, but thank you for the 3 years. Thank you so very much.
Many greetings.
Country Bell, thank you so much for the 5 gift subs as well. And Metal Michael, I got it. Thank you for the bits. Look at me.
Wow,
Zep, thank you so much for becoming a supporter. Appreciate it. If I had a mod on Bedrock that gave me sweeping edge, would I be able to make those complex Java raid farms? I have absolutely no idea, Bobbert. I'm not somebody who could answer that for you. Sorry, I know nothing about Bedrock. When are you starting? It's 2 a.m. for me. Well, it's 11:25 a.m. for me, so I woke up, I got a workout in this morning. I had to water the garden. Dude, the garden this year, so good. It's growing so well. I'm so happy with it. I planted broccoli this year. Yeah, I know. My old man habit is I've gotten really into gardening. I planted broccoli this year, and I was not expecting them to be so massive. And then now the little like actual heads of broccoli are starting to grow out of the middle. Oh, it's been so fun. Have you been able to harvest anything yet? We haven't yet, but this week we are gonna start harvesting all the lettuce. We have a lot of lettuce and arugula that has grown super well. We could have harvested it last week, so could have done that earlier, but we just let it grow a little bit more because we've been traveling so much. What'd you hit at the gym today? It was arms and shoulders today, and then also a core. I started doing a new core program because I was neglecting doing core workouts, and I need to get back into those. So I'm trying to add like a little 5-10 minute core on before every workout now, and it'll be good. Potato people, Amber, thanks for the bits. I appreciate it. Thank you. Harvested my first potatoes on Saturday. Only 4 potatoes, but still exciting. Ooh. Yeah, we our cucumber plants just started flowering, so they should start growing cucumbers soon. And we did snap peas this year, like sugar snap peas, and it is just huge. It's so big. And then I thought I killed our tomato plant, but it's started to produce stuff now too, so it's been pretty good. So it's been fun. Broccoli and cauliflower plants are huge. I really want to try cauliflower at some point. I really like cauliflower. Yeah, I was not expecting the broccoli to be so big. But yeah, so it's been fun to kind of do that. But yeah, we have arugula, we have lettuce, which is, I think it's just like an iceberg lettuce. And then we have broccoli, and we have cilantro that we started from seed this year that's actually growing in really well. And then we did chives. We have mint in its own pot as needed. Rosemary and sage, basil, sugar snap peas. And then we have jalapenos, we have cucumbers, we have tomatoes growing. So we got a lot of stuff growing in there this year, which is really fun. And we're setting up 2 new garden boxes later this week. It's gonna be super fun. Strawberries would be fun. I would love to do strawberries. Maybe I do that in the new boxes that we got going. I don't know what I'm putting in there yet. So happy to see a Minecraft gamer is keeping himself well. Keep up the good work. Hey, Jaden, thanks so much. Good to have you. Snap peas are so good. I know. Yeah. Basil grows like weeds. Not here, unfortunately. It doesn't grow super well here. The mint here, though, that is fully a weed. My dad grew squash, and it was supposed to get like 6 to 9 plants, and we got 14. There you go. I think I want to start getting into that next year. I think it would be fun to get something that like you plant in early summer, and then you don't harvest it till the fall because it grows the whole time. Mint grows crazy. Yeah. Gardening would be fun, but I don't have a green thumb. Yeah, I don't either. I just put them in the ground and water them and throw stuff on them if they look like they need stuff, and they survive. It's all about the like atmosphere more so, and like researching what you can plant and where you live is the important part. Like I had to look into like the growing zone that we're at, and I've only picking things out of there to plant, and that's helped a lot with making it much more manageable. I just got 2 apple trees. Ooh, I'm jealous. I almost bought blueberry bushes this year. I think I'm doing that next year. We had blueberry bushes and apple trees actually at my house growing up. And they were so fun to have and just go out in the summer and just like pick them all. Yeah, growing up we had like 4 apple trees, we had a ton of raspberry vines, and we had like 5 blueberry bushes. And so we would just go out there all summer. My mom would just be like, here is the giant tin, go fill this with berries. So it was super fun. Riders Unite, thank you so much for the biddies. Real life Stardew. True. Honestly, I've heard that Stardew Valley has really like transformed home gardening, which is so cool. Like so many people have gotten into home gardening because of Stardew Valley. So I mean, I'm probably the same as that. Do you get critters messing around your garden up? We have so many snails and slugs. So I have snail and slug bait everywhere.
Pleased to meet you.
Blade, did you add an extra 0 on that?
Inspires me to bullet more.
Da-ching!
Blade just gifted 50 memberships on YouTube. My dude, thank you so very much for that. Can we get some hearts in the chat? I really do appreciate that. That is so extremely kind of you. Thank you so very much for the 50 gift members. Oh, wow. Thank you. For everybody who got a gift membership, today's your lucky day. Big thanks to Blade. Join the Discord, get your account linked up, all that cool stuff, and you can get access to the world download, the texture pack, all those super fun things. So go check those out if you would like to. But yeah, throw some hearts in the chat for me. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so very much, Blade. That's super, super kind of you. And Franziska, thank you so much for the 27 months. I didn't miss you. I got you. I saw that sneaking in there. Thank you so very much. Glad you enjoyed the videos. Speaking of which, we should probably start building. Thank you so very much again, Blade. I appreciate that. Thank you, sir. I'm starting a garden, but it has to be indoors. What was that? Because we have deer, rabbits, turkey, and more in my backyard. Yeah, deer will get in anything. And turkeys probably. I've heard turkeys have the ability to just kind of, from somebody who doesn't live near turkeys, you never really expect them to be flying creatures. So we're gonna be working on here today. Gonna try and probably, I think, start on these houses, get those guys in. Actually, I want to do this yellow one here first, and then we'll jump over there and do those guys, and then we might start on the few up here if we can. I've been doing a lot of
Cha-ching!
Just do another 50. Thank you so much, dude. I appreciate that. That's 100 gift members on the day. Thank you so very much. I really appreciate that. So yeah, we're gonna be working in here. I've started doing a little bit more planning over here in the dwarven area, and then there might be a little umped in over there for Thursday's video this week. And I think we're gonna be jumping over there for the next project. And next week's video, we're gonna do some of the dwarven area. And then after that, I've decided that there are I have two major problems in the world. One problem is these. This is one problem. And we have another problem of this. These are the only two things that I need constantly, that I am constantly running out of. So I have actually had to AFK recently just for a few minutes. So I didn't even do a whole day of AFKing. I just kind of literally just jumped around near the bone meal farm in circles for 5-10 minutes to get enough bone meal to work on a project. And emeralds, I'm actually completely out of. So dwarven area, we're doing a project to be able to get more emeralds. And then we're going to be doing somewhere, I'm kind of leaning towards like we go somewhere kind of more central in the world. And I don't know what it's going to be, but I need a crazy bone meal farm. And part of me thinks like down here finally, because it would be great to have it under spawn, but I actually don't want it running all the time. So we need to have somewhere that my goal is to get somewhere that I can go and just stand there, and just bone meal is coming in endlessly, just like a chest is just like boop 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 boop, popping up with more bone meal. So I'm trying to find a spot to do that, and I'm kind of thinking like down in this region could be fun. I just don't really know what it's gonna be quite yet. So maybe it's some overgrown ruin or something like that, but we'll see. But yeah, Blade, thank you so very much again, my dude. I really appreciate that. That's very, very kind of you. How are we doing today? I'm doing pretty good. I'm waking up a little bit here, but I'm getting there. Also, I'm thinking I've been looking at this roof and I do not like it. I feel like I want to just change it to copper. We'll go like second stage of copper. What works with this? What do we want in here? Be a little jungle. Be a little granite. Yeah, let's go with polished granite. Why not? You need my help? Why? Overgrown, abandoned skeleton area. I don't really want it to be like dark and spooky vibes, though. That's the problem. I want it to be like lush, because that's all I ever do in this game is lush builds. I guess actually I need this to do here. There we go. Okay, we'll do that. Any tips on an amusement park? Check out what my friend Shubble is doing on Misadventures right now. She is designing a whole little fair amusement park something or another, and it's adorable. So if you're looking for ideas for a little amusement park, she is actively building one and would highly recommend. That looks a little bit better now. It was just too bright. Sorry, I'm a little sweaty. Gross. Yeah, you can't get specific gift memberships on YouTube. If you would like to receive a gifted membership, the cool thing about YouTube, unlike Twitch, where Twitch is completely random, YouTube gives out gift memberships in order of most watch time of people in chat who are not actively members. So, if you would like to get a gifted membership to a certain fWhip stream or something like that, where you're like, it would be so cool to get a gift membership to this community, the only thing you have to do to get the gift membership is watch the stream. And then if you just keep watching the stream, your watch time's gonna go up, and then you will be next in line for that gift membership. That's literally it. That's literally all you gotta do. Could you give her a link? Just look up Shubble on YouTube. It's spelled like that. S-H-U-B-B-L-E. I don't really know what we're gonna do on this one. I'm just kind of starting to frame it out a little. And you also have to have the thing to make sure you can receive them, which should be turned on by default. But I do know some people have had issues with that actually not being turned on. So, good to double check. I'm kind of thinking stone for the base of this one, but like a stone bricky stone. I don't know.
Pleased to meet you.
Happy to have subbed for basically half a year. Hope the day's going good, fWhip heart.
Economy, thank you so much for the 6 months, my dude. I really do appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Lovely to have you back. Day's going good. Day is going good over here. All right, we're just gonna work our way around here slowly because cringe. So I've installed a ton more performance mods recently to try and make the game run a little smoother. And I went way too in the weeds of trying to find performance mods, and it's I think it's been worth it. I'm at least getting a little bit more consistency on the frames and everything, which is good, I guess. But yeah, it was oh, that's the wrong one. It's been a little dicey recently. I've been trying to really get things sorted so footage is a little smoother and whatnot. Stripped wood and not log. I really don't like a lot of the bark textures for buildings. Eh. I'll just do that. Okay. I tend to go more for strip textures because they're just a little smoother, and it gives me, I know color wise, like sure you should be using both of them, but that's one of those ones where there's a few textures in Minecraft where I have a hard time taking my brain away from, oh, this is a like this is not just dark brown. It's like, I mean, I guess we have some log in here, and we have some spruce log in here, like dark oak log in here. So we'll come back and mix them in. We're blocking in colors for now. But yeah, we'll mix some of them in. You need to figure out a door. So I think a door could be right in here, just kind of underneath that guy. But then also, would it be weird if we had an entrance to a cellar right in here? It's a little dark and spooky. But would that be kind of weird because we would have to block it out to there. I guess I don't know. Why not? It's my world. I can do what I want. We'll just have like the road kind of overhanging it a little bit. And it'll be like that. Maybe the place, cellar entrance in and out. Place this, well, there's not, this kind of is the side street. I guess that does make that little corner right here really, really small. It is a little, it might be a little too tight. We could do it like down this way. Yeah, let's do that.
Pleased to meet you.
Have some Bezo Bucks fWhip, love the stream.
Bezos Bucks, my favorite. Shoopin Poopin, thank you so much for the 3 months of Bezos Bucks. Let's go down this way. Let's grab a stair for now. We will use the stair shall be this. Because if we did that, and then it kind of just even goes underneath this house ever so slightly. So I have all those farms built down here now in the new world, or in the actual world, and I need to find a way to get down to them. So this could theoretically just be our way of accessing them. Just kind of what I'm thinking. It's all of the new foliage for the new update. I just built all the farms underground. So we could just do that. Do like a door right here. And then that. And we'll come back in and we'll really dirty up this stone. I'm just trying to block in things for now. Again, as I've mentioned. We'll get there. We'll get there. We'll get there. Oh, I guess we never really did that wall. It doesn't really go anywhere though. I guess consistency's sake would take it to there for the beams at least. So we could do that. I need advice on building a castle because I have a creative role that I want to turn into a city. I have a few old videos on castle building you can go check out. If you're like fully new to it, that would be able to help. Just look up like fWhip how to build a castle and you'll find many, many options. I have a layout of a huge mansion I'm doing, but do you have tips on developing color palettes and details? If you're brand new to color palettes and you don't have Axiom installed, there is a website called HueBlocks, which I will pull up right now for you. This guy right here. This is super, super fun. And all you have to do is HueBlocks. You can come in here and you can say, you know what? I want a color palette that's going to go from andesite. And let's say I want to get to deep slate bricks. And that's pretty grayscale. What would it generate for me? Okay. So andesite to gravel to chiseled stone bricks to the top of furnace. And maybe that's not the easiest thing to do. So then you can come here and you're like, I don't want observers in my build. And you can kind of get that in there. Or you can be like, chiseled stone brick, not too much. And maybe doing that. And you can kind of work your way through there. Maybe like, maybe it's not my favorite one. Let's try going to dead brain coral instead. And I don't know why copper ore is in there, but I guess it could kind of work. And maybe let's try like gray concrete powder. And you see like all the different options to get from there. Like this, or you can be like, yeah, maybe I don't want andesite. Let's go with deep slate to gray concrete powder. And oh wait, they're right next to each other. So you can kind of use this to really just start moving around, and you can get different ones that'll blend across, like even from dark oak to gray concrete powder. Apparently you want the top of Creaking Heart and netherite blocks. Good luck, have fun. And so you can do that. That'll help you out a lot. If you're getting brand new to it, I would say check out that and start just using that to help you find some color palette guides and things. But my friends on YouTube, click the like button if you haven't already. I really, really do appreciate it. Thank you so very much.
Hi fWhip. Love your videos. Are you going to move your foliage storage to the university when finished?
I don't think... I absolutely... This... why do I want to say fish, but like with fish, I don't know. Thank you for the dono. I don't think I really this is my favorite storage room I have actually. So I think I'm gonna leave it here. There's eggs as a little cart. He's gonna be forever memorialized by the foliage storage, and he'd be so sad if I moved out right after he got there. What would you use if you were on Bedrock? The blocks are the same on Bedrock Edition. You can use the same website. Okay, we need that. Need that. I'm gonna change that to there. What do we want to use to make this a little bit better? My eggs! Yeah. I mean, for like blueprints? Oh, I don't know if they have I think there's a schematic thing on Bedrock. I don't know what it's called, though. I do apologize. I know nothing about Bedrock. What's some good, like, I don't know. Let's get inspired here. What do we got? Suspicious gravel. Cool, let's do that. No. Why do I kind of want to try... I don't want that. I want that to be this way. Why do I kind of like it? Honestly, kind of cool. It's kind of a vibe. Back of loom. I'd say back of loom is better for like up here. Like that would be the back. Well, the back and the side of looms are the same, right? Yeah. So you could do that like along here if you wanted. You could do that. Smokers are underrated. It's true. I always forget to like scroll through this tab. That's like one of the problems that I want to address in my building journey. I want to start using this tab more as like building blocks and not like just things to have. I don't think I'm going to do the looms here for now though. We might work them in later. I just want to pick the color block first. But what do we want to do for... So we have stone brick. I want mossy stone brick. Maybe mossy cobble for like really, really dense areas. What region is this? We're in the city of Path right now, and by the big old tree. Big tree right there. This is University Street coming up here towards where the university is going to be. Gravel. We could throw some gravel in. I ain't doing suspicious gravel. This has got to be survival friendly. And that block right there, that ain't survival friendly. Maybe we do that. Do like a little bit of shadow work with our pale moss. Just give like some little artificial shadows underneath the... this. I never use this block, so let's throw one in right there. That's the whole reason it's going there. And we'll throw another in right here to mark that that's an entrance down into summer too. And then here we can make it look like this has like been really, really wet and just things are growing all over and kind of alluding that there might be something growth-wise down here. AKA, this is where our little plant farms are. So we're gonna do that, and then we'll, yeah, that works. I'll figure out just in survival how to get it all the way down there. It's kind of nice. Crack stone brick. Yeah, we could throw a little crack stone brick in. Then I gotta smelt it. Ew, gross. Would the greenery gather near the chimney because it's like warmer? Would it grow there better? Is that logic? Did I do a smart with that? What are your plans when the happy gas comes out? I have decided on what I will do. And actually I can show you. Why not? We can go look real quick. Let me get this little wall texture and I'll show y'all where we're going after we get. I think I want this to be like a little. We're gonna put like some flower pots or something on that probably. But for the happy gas, it might lag for a sec, but I want to come down here. We're gonna start a brand new massive terraforming project, probably. I've talked about it before about doing some really, really tall mountains and things for the happy gas. Wait, that's south. It's like out this way a little. I showed it in a recent video. These are I just deleted the chunks, so these got to regenerate, but it's a really cool plains area that I want to just turn into these just massive cliff faces, like super massive, like bigger than the low taper fade. Well, that's kind of cool. All the way into a cave. Where is it? Where are they? There they are. Yeah, so we can kind of take the vibe off of this space here, but make them even larger and taller. And try and make like little. God, fly. But yeah, so I want to transform this region out here into these tall spires.
I plan my survival builds in creative, but it kills my motivation. Feels like I'm stuck in a loop of planning and building, not really playing. Any advice?
Don't plan everything. That's my advice. If you plan everything before you even get started in survival, you're never going to actually get started. I find for me, the city here, I'm happy to plan out a lot because I have a certain like level of detail I want thrown into it. But everything else that I do is like what I'm planning here is what I'm planning to build this week. Like that. But I mean, I play at a larger scale. So I would say if you want to balance a little bit more of still planning creative, but still want to like get into survival and really do that grind time, I would say the big thing is that like plan one project, build project, plan one project, build project, plan a project, build the project. If you plan, then even just getting started on it, that for me gets so incredibly overwhelming that I just can't start. And then I also feel like I'm like, am I really even playing the game? I mean, creative is definitely a way to play the game. I love creative Minecraft, but I feel like I'm losing a lot of the like progress sense instead of more it turns into a, ooh, I still have so much left to do. So that's what I would recommend. If you're, because I find I get stuck in that loop often. So that's how I found my way to get out of it, is to do instead of plan, is actually to like take the time to just do it. And I think that might help you out, would be my assumption. Are you gonna treat the gas like flying bison from Avatar? Yeah, that's kind of the vibe, is I want to make like, I'm gonna not call them directly like that, but I kind of want to give them that vibe. Airbender-esque temples on the new, yeah, so we're gonna go kind of Avatar Airbender type stuff. What? So we have light gray on the bottom. Do we want to go with a deep slate roof here? That would probably, we kind of have deep slate roof right there. We kind of, and that would be too similar. I guess we kind of have that in. I'm leaning towards spruce. Let me just do it this way. that. Bam, bam, bam. Bam, 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 bam. We'll just start here and then we can change if we want, but at least we can get the shape in. Ew. Ew. How fix? How to fix? Guess we just do that. It's fine. Whatever. It's fine. What about floating islands above the city? No, absolutely not. I despise floating islands in Minecraft. I think they're so incredibly ugly. English only in the chat, please, friends. I hate the dark spots that floating islands leave behind. Y'all are more than welcome to build how you wish, but I refuse to do floating islands unless it's out of the ocean. And definitely not above anything that I've built. Yeah, we have a lot of lag problems, but that's fine. What was Samwise asking if I was adding something? Hey, Megan, how we doing? How many unfinished mountain projects can fWhip start before he has too many? Yes. You build an island over a cave opening? Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can make it look like it got like thrown up into the air, but still, even with that, I'm like, yeah, I don't know about that. Click the like button if you haven't, friends. We got almost 1,000 people in here, and we are at 400 likes. So help a fWhipper out. I appreciate it. It's broken. Broken. No. I love them avatar style, but it's gonna be huge mob spawners. But if it's super, super tall, there's not gonna be much on the inside, so I can just put torches at the bottom and it'll be fine. fWhip is chaotic / good somehow. He's my dream D&D character. I do try and go for chaotic good. I'm glad somebody noticed. That's usually my vibe, is to try and stay in the chaotic good realm. What color do we want to do for the walls? Inspiration. Gonna just walk around until something catches my eye. We could go sandstone. Could go with the jungle. Jungle. Ooh, jungle might work. I could go for the classic, the something, and then put light gray concrete powder at the top. Pink. We've already got a pink one right across the street from it. No, actually we don't. There's no pink in that. Did we not have a pink already? I thought we had a pink one on here. That's got a little white terracotta in it. I thought we did pink somewhere around here. I don't want it to be super, like, bam in your face, though, because I don't want it to be taking attention away from the school. So I need it to be fairly monotone. Blue is difficult because there's not many blues in Minecraft that actually work well. So I'm kind of thinking we just go with the earthy. That's gonna be a weird one. We'll just do that up here. Wet clay. Could try clay. Kind of digging the jungle though, to be honest. I don't hate it. How's the thing? do need a little window back here, though. Oh, I guess he lives in that house. That's nice. Don't forget to like the stream. Yeah. You spend like a month finishing interiors before you build more exteriors. Yeah, I mean, I could. Or now we will my goal for the next city building one, which is going to be emerald video, bone meal video, and then probably city video, is I want to try and get a lot of these in, and then with whatever extra time I have, I've already pulled a lot more interiors over.
Thanks for the great content. I hope you're doing well.
And so I want to try and get a few of those. Like I got those 3 in. I've got the goldsmith right there. I got the candle shop right there. I've got the copper factory building in there, and then we've got the pottery place in there. So I got to get those built out. And thank you so much for the 2 years as a super fan. I really do appreciate it. Enjoy that brand new tree. Oh, big old purple tree. Look at that. It's looking great. So yeah, I'm gonna try and get a lot of those interiors done next time we're here in the city, but we will see. We will see. Does that look like it's got no? Oh, kind of works. And if we do, isn't this how people do those windows? It's kind of cool. Yeah, why not?
Real.
Older underground structures and cellars would be awesome, but plenty to be doing the surface.
Yeah, I have talked about doing like an underground tram system connecting up to the dwarven area. Like both dwarven areas get connected up in a tram, and that is one of those things where I'm like, could be absolutely awesome to have, but in reality, how cool or how often would I actually use it versus like how much time would it take to build? And that's where I keep getting like held up on like, do I even bother with it? So I definitely agree though. Underground stuff would be so fun. But how you doing, Dave? Welcome on in. One day we might get around to that. Yeah, I kind of like that little split that we get in there. I disabled the glass pane culling that comes with the continuity, and so now we can get those taller windows in here. What happens if fWhip dies in this world? Would he still respawn or really delete it? If I actually die in the world, it's game over. We're starting a new series. You ever want to challenge yourself by building interior first, then exterior? Ah, the Etho tactic. I guess actually Etho just never builds exteriors. I've done it a few times, but it's not, I don't know. I'm not huge on it. I get bored making interiors, and I feel like it's definitely not where I've developed my skill set as a Minecrafter, which is okay. Everybody has things that they build out for what they're good at and what they enjoy doing, and I just really enjoy building those structures to fill in the world. And so I haven't put as much energy into learning how to set up interiors and things, and I think that definitely shows. So I just prefer to do exterior design stuff, to be honest. Are you doing the school in this stream or the next? It's going to be out a good while before it actually gets built. building up the city first. I kind of want the school to be the last thing in this. I want this whole upper area finished, and then we do the school. That's kind of my goal with it. You should add a woodland mansion as part of your city. It wouldn't really fit in here. We do have like a mansion that's got turned into a town hall over there, but as far as just like a Minecraft woodland mansion, I don't think it would fit super well. So end of summer for uni. Yeah, that's kind of my idea I have right now. I feel like I want something here. Sort of like a storage rack. Sorry for the mob sounds. I know there are a lot. Identical. No, I don't want that there. Gives it some amount. You should remake the Woodland Mansion. It would make for a great video. I feel like the Woodland Mansion is so boring. It's such a big build that's just kind of a block. I've thought about having areas under the past city to have the same feel as Undercity and WoW. Like a big old sewer system of sorts down here. I've thought about it. I didn't really build the city correctly to account for a sewer system, unfortunately. We have some space for sewers to run. We could, but the problem that I have with it is we come really, really close to the water level. And I guess technically, like this is the water level, and so we'd have to have places for the water to spill out. So the whole harbor district down here is too close to water level for it to be like authentic. Up here, we technically could do sewers, but I'm like, I just don't know if it's worth it to do. I guess a sewer area would be fun for people with a world download to be able to explore, but outside that, like, there's not really a whole lot of purpose to having it, because it's just one of those things that would just fill space in the world and probably create more lag, to be honest, that we would just never visit. And so that's usually I'm like, yeah, maybe not. But I think it's fun to do for like single player worlds and things. I think people have made some really, really cool sewer networks and whatnot. Like we even did a sewer network back in building with fWhip that turned out pretty cool. I feel like this needs something else. It's just a little like flat. How's the lag right now in the world? Now that we got rid of all the chickens, it's not too bad. I am getting like 70 FPS, 60 FPS in the city, where outside the city I get 200 something FPS, so it is noticeable. Oh, sorry. What do we want to do here? I feel like the gray underside feels a little bit nakey. Yeah, you're definitely right on that. Help a little. We definitely need the chimney to have a wee bit more detail to it, which I think could just be a little bit of wear and tear. Take some polished tough slabs. Just throw those on. That can be our chimney. Greenery. Well, you gotta remember that all these big pots here are gonna have huge trees coming out of them. So, maybe a little patio. Could give them a little bit more space right here. I love the building with fWhip series. Still surprises me that you've lived this long considering how often you used to die. Ouch. But fair. I've grown over the years a little bit. A bench? A bench could be cute. Like a little spruce guy. You'll sit here and look back down the street. Add a statue of yourself to let everyone know that you're the king. Nah, I'm just a dude. I'm just a dude in the world. I'm not building the place where I'm king of everything. No. Like white tulips could be kind of cute. Here. I want that to be a little slab. And a scaffolding. They got like a little table. A little table where they can chill and have a little breakfast outside or something. Actually, let's change that candle type to white because light gray just hides against the wall. And then this here, I think I am gonna just copy the idea of tough going across. And then we'll just send tough coming down. Actually, what if we did the tough at the top, but then we have deep slate coming down? What do you think of Greece and French architecture? I mean, I think architecture all is really cool. I love learning about it. Always can get ideas from here. Yeah, we'll just do that. And then we can do bars. I've been loving iron bars recently. I used to hate them and I've re-fallen in love with iron bars. And they can have their little patio space up in here. Make upside down stair in that gap to connect walls. Here. There. I'm confused. Mob spawners? Yeah. Sculpt catalyst too. We should put sculpt catalyst and bedrock. Bedrock would be great. Your pack also make bars look so cool. Yeah, it's a good one. I can't remember who made it, the 3D model. I've tweaked it since then, but I really do like it. I think I moved him up a pixel or something. I can't remember. Hey, Burb, welcome on in. If I missed you, but also hi. What are you making? We're working on the city right now, just kind of doing a little bit of general planning for some new structures. I'm gonna give a little bit of highlight around these. So was feeling a little too samey. What do we want to texture the roof with for So we got our spruce as the base. We could go with some packed mud. I mean, let's go with stairs. We got spruce in here already. Got mud. And jungle would be the natural step, but we have that for the walls, so probably not jungle. Maybe we just do spruce and mud. That could be fine. Just mud towards the top. Bring a little bit more spruce back in here. That's not bad. Dark oak for shadows. Dark oak is so dark compared to spruce, though. There needs to be another block that steps between those two. Those two, like, there's nothing really that, like, stair-wise that goes between them, and that's really difficult. There needs to be something that steps in between them. They're not a perfect transition. Astrocat, I believe in you. You can do it. It's scary, but you got it. On that side. Ah, it's getting better. I so wish we had a stone wall. Why don't we I just want that to be like a little wall. Why can't I have a stone wall there?
Pleased to meet you.
Yay. I got big tree now.
Dasks, thank you so much for the 1 year, my dude. I really appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hope you're doing well today. Dark brown concrete, I feel like it's fine with just the two. I don't really hate it. I think they need to add wooden walls. Wooden walls would be cool to have for logs. I guess that's floor level. No, I was thinking like this would be basement, but that's like exactly on the floor there. Never mind, not gonna work. Come on, there we go. We could, however, would that be weird to do like right in here? None of that grass exists in game anyways, so it doesn't need to be here. Bring this all down to here. Actually, if I just throw this, copy that guy. Stack you all the way across there. Stack you, bam. brightness up for y'all a little bit there so you people see a little touch better. I wanted to do this, but that might be a little weird. Why is there a giant cave under the city? Oh, this is the old land. I brought the land up to make it look better. I guess trapdoors it is. We'll just go with the stage 2 copper trapdoor. Door, we're gonna go with... Actually, we're gonna just throw in... I want it to be this color. Zombies can break it, right? So we'll open it against the wall. So technically that's open, so now a zombie can't break it.
Happy 6 months. Been here since the river.
Since the river? Is that 6 months ago? Thank you so much for the 6 months, Frosty. I appreciate that. Oh god, I can't believe I dug that river 6 months ago. It feels like it was so soon. A little itty baby detail. Gunk that is gathered at the bottom of the stairwell. I could get into so much trouble. Not, I mean, in like a good way of just detailing everything with this stupid leaf litter. Oh, it's dangerous. Zombies can break copper doors, yeah. Zombies can break any door, but they especially can break copper ones. Good itty bitty detail. I feel like that's just like a good little touch to have down there. Maybe not this here though. Let's instead do just a barrel, and we need to get some candles on it just for light back in this corner. And we can do a little trapdoor action and give them a... This can be a little like outdoor shed of sorts. Or not outdoor shed, but a little storage something or another. Goes with that, because we want to do like this whole area along this edge is gonna be like work yard supplies. They can't break iron doors, yeah, but I don't want to deal with a button down there to open the door. The smooth red sandstone is all a placeholder. I use it because it's very, very bright and easy to tell that it's there. And then I shall remember to
Pleased to meet you.
So the road's gonna eventually look more like this. The brick's gonna stay up at the top there. We'll mess it up a little bit more. How are you gonna blend different roads together? Just dither. Thomas, thanks so much for coming to member, my dude. I appreciate that. That's scary. I never saw them breaking my door. It might only be in harder difficulties. I don't know if they do it on easy. How much have you done in today's stream? Just came in. Hey, welcome in, Philippe. We've only done this house so far. We're kind of working a little slow today, but this cool. It's fine. I'm starting to like it though. It's just kind of bland. That guy though. I so wish that regular hanging root could stack like the pale hanging root or hanging moss. Oh, it's such a cool block. Such a good block, but it's such a pain in the butt. Stairs under the roof overhang? Nah. Don't think we need them. We could. Really wanted. I like that more than stairs underneath, personally. But then we have here, like, none of it's gonna work. So we have all that stuff filling in, so it's fine. But yeah, we can just do it on this side. Give it a little bit more detail on the outer face. What's that gray? That's light gray concrete powder. like it. My 6-year city is officially too laggy to play any solutions. You'd have to look into mods or look into what's causing the lag. If you have too many entities, like say you've done banners everywhere, you have things in item frames all over the place, you have a bunch of storage stuff, you have farms running, either turn them off, get rid of them, move them out somewhere else, whatever you can do. Make the game load less things is a big thing to do. Terra Luceni, thanks so much for the 5 months. I really do appreciate it. Yeah, if you're struggling to load your world, the biggest thing I can recommend is that if it's a survival world, see what you can do to move some things out. Like if you have farms that are running, like say you have a sugarcane farm or something going all the time, maybe it's time to give the old sugarcane farm a bit of a rest, and don't have it running 24/7. Or yeah, see, we don't need that one. See if you can like rebuild it outside of the city so it doesn't load all the time. That's the biggest thing to recommend, to be honest. Oh, I was gonna cover this here too. I'm just gonna put that in here for now, so it gives a little tiny bit of light coming from down here. I guess it won't really matter because we have the candle, but then this will be our entrance to get down there to see all those farms and all those things. It's not going to be the most direct route, but it'll be fine. Or we could just have them have basement areas inside of these and just give this its own cool basement, purely decorative. That might be better. Are the dogs friendly to strangers, like when you're on a walk? My 2 dogs, yeah, they love people. My 2 dogs love people too much that they're scary. Nova is like, if there's a person that she either knows or a person that she's like starts to give her attention, she's like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, and she like starts getting such Energizer Bunny mode that it's like gets to be a little too much almost. But she's good. She's a good girl. Yeah, I think we just give this own little basement in here. This doesn't need to connect into those farms. They can have a different section that they get down to there from that's not quite so long of an underground walk, because I would get annoyed having to go in and out of here every time. I know myself. For now, we're just gonna throw 2 soul lanterns in here, get rid of that one. That'll keep it spawn proof in there. Easy. Yeah, that looks nice. Any tips to build a house on weird angles like a quarter circle or stuff like that? Just mess around with, see what's right. Keep the shape consistent. Any luck on the T field? No, I didn't give it a shot in the end. I know I said I was gonna do that one, then we're gonna jump down there. Do we want to go? We can either work on that red one that's like this arch over the street, or we work on the red one right there. My dog's a lover, but she's a scary breed, so people tend to be nervous around her. She's also disabled, so she's clumsy, which startles some people. Yeah, it's like there's so many people who are just like, oh no, I've heard that dog is scary, so bad, terrible dog. And then your dog can be like the most friendly, just like sweetest little baby ever, and they're just like, nah, horrifying. Red one without arch. The red one or the red one? So the red one. That's honestly kind of cute though, Anima. That's kind of cute though. Yeah, we can do this one. Why not? I'm gonna go use the restroom real quick though, and then we'll be right back. So click the like button and I'll BRBs. One moment. Hello. Forgot I muted it. I'm back. Now what the heck do we do here? I got no ideas. Yeah. What do we do here? It's kind of got a taller base to it. I feel like tough is probably our best bet. Also, I think back here, this is gonna come up and be a little like side path to get into here. Gramland's embassy. I don't think that makes too much sense. Be a little out of place. I try to not connect this into the other worlds. I guess we have a Gobland thing, but that's just kind of like the colors. It's not like an embassy. Black Market Brewery building right in front of the university. If they could pull that off, it would be truly undercover.
Pleased to meet you.
Alchemist Rain, thank you for the 15 months, my dude. Appreciate that. Oh. I guess I can just do... Nope. Absolutely not that. Or that. And then this will go all the way down back to here. These two can go all the way to here too. Oh, dang it. Dang it. And this can just go all the way to... I'll just send it all the way and then I'll fix it after. It'll be fine. There we go, that's that. And then it won't come out the other side because the other wall's in the place. Half timber, lightish walls. I feel like I kind of want to go for... It's like a tough bottom to it. But... And then I don't know, I like the dark oak vibe up here. Not full Grimlands, but like a little. We can get a little dark oak roof in. Thinking we could probably do like tough from here down. Well, obviously textured and whatnot, but at least get this around. What's your favorite block? I'd say I use tough the most right now. So we can just get rid of this. I don't need it. I definitely use tough the most right now, probably. Some varietal of tough is used in pretty much every build I do. You know what? I'm not even mad. Except about the amount of hours that I need to go and actually gather tough blocks. That kind of mad. A little mad about that sometimes. Stupid spider. Okay, calcite, pale oak, and diorite for the second floor? Maybe. At least it's instant mined. Yeah, but it's hard to find enough for it. The hard part is not like mining it, it's actually finding it to mine. At least that's where I struggle. I'm also probably just bad at the game. I willingly will accept that I could be bad at the game. Would you rather delete tough or spruce? I mean, in that case, probably tough, because spruce is just more... Spruce is so versatile. A lot of colors in Minecraft just work well with the spruce tone. So, yeah. Hey, we just had it longer. Oh, we just did dark oak here, so we can't dark oak again. Oh, I didn't actually texture the... How can I forget? Can actually finish this build. My mistake. So sorry. Can't believe I forgot that. Shit, I want to bring that back in there. Okay. That'll do. It's still a little flat on this side, but it's okay. Still be building the monastery on the other side of the river? Probably, yeah. I feel like I need something here, but also I'm kind of okay with just letting it be a little plain for now. But it's more just that wall is just like straight. Add a little tree. We couldn't do a tree here. We got too much other stuff in the area. We'll probably have a little tree like right here or something. Do you play new Mario Kart on the Switch 2? I don't have the Switch 2 yet. I haven't bought it. I'm waiting for the hype to die down so I can just walk into any store and find a Switch 2 to purchase. I don't want to deal with standing in lines for hours in order to get a Switch 2, and I already have so many other games that I would rather be playing right now. Not that it's bad or anything, but I've never been a huge Nintendo fanboy. Like, I have fun playing Mario Kart, but there's not many other Nintendo games that I'm like, I need this right now. Even Mario Kart, I'm like, it's fun, but like, I can survive without it. Just turn this into smooth orange sandstone, but decided we're gonna have deep slate for the floor, because why not? Music's... Oh yeah, I forgot to turn it down. Yeah. Thanks for the reminder, small one. I gotcha. Trellises? Ooh, trellis could be kind of cool. We do like a flowering azalea trellis of sorts and do kind of like a... something like that. You play any other games besides Minecraft? Yeah, I'm still finishing up Expedition 33. I've been way slower in playing that than I've been wanting to. I was playing Oblivion Remastered for a bit. Tomorrow, actually, we're going to be live streaming Twitch only. at 10 a.m. Pacific, so basically 2 hours and 42 minutes earlier than now, an hour before stream started today, over on the Twitch page. And we're going to be playing Elden Ring Night Rain with Ollie and Pixelriffs. So that's going to be super fun. So that'll be tomorrow. And that'll be the first time I played it. I've actually not played it yet, so that'll be fun. I need to do the tutorial tonight to check it out. So yeah, keep an eye out for that if you want to watch the random games over on Twitch. Outside of that, I started playing StarCraft 2 again. That's been pretty fun. I always do love a good StarCraft 2 game. Yeah, outside of that, I don't really have too many other games I've been playing recently. So not too much else to report. Trying to think, what else have I been playing recently? Yeah, that's kind of been it. I haven't been playing too many games lately. I've been Minecrafting so much. Is Pick still doing his every weapon run in Elden Ring? Yeah, I believe he is. But we're gonna be playing Night Rain tomorrow, the new one that came out. So it should be a vibe. Oh, that's not right. You need to be in this one. Perfect. Then it's not awkward. I kind of like the idea of maybe doing like this, and then it splits to the top. I don't know if that looks weird or not. Oh, that's not even the middle. This is the middle. No, that's not the middle. Oh, then this one's not supposed to be here. All right, that would be there. What are them likes, my dudes? Need the spoiler? Yeah, we got 1,400 people in here, and we're at 600 likes right now. This one's just going to be off the edge because otherwise it'd just be literally a one wide in the middle. But maybe it actually, wait a minute. What up? That is fine. The spruce log has an enchantment to it because it's using axiom to get it stuck on this axis. If I did that, that would be here. I can move that there so that no matter where I place it, this one will always be up here. So I've copied it with that axis in mind. So yes, it is an enchanted spruce log. When is next hardcore episode? Thursday. How do you copy the builds in your world? Do you copy coordinates? How do you take individual builds from the others? You just take a small selection if you want an individual build. But the way that I do it is, you might be able to see. Oh, that's the. I don't know. This one's probably loaded. Yeah. So you can see on this one, I took a huge area because it was also building in the roads and everything. Normally I take a much smaller selection. But I select all of it, so even some of the landscape around, and you just have to move it around till the landscape lines up, so then you know you're in the right position. So just give yourself like a base point coordinate where like you're gonna stand. So like if you were to say save the schematic from here, you can go into area selection, you can go into here, and then there is configure, or no, there's something in here you can set the point of origin, manual origin, there it goes. And then you move that to the player, and then if you come into your other world and you stand right on top of this block and then you load it from here, that will make sure it's always permanently set in this location. I do not need this selection anymore. That's actually already done. That's already done. That's you're done too, and you're done. You can do that. That'll help speed you up a little bit. How do I stay motivated in a creative world? I can never get stuck into one long time period for a long time over a long period of time. In a creative world, I mean, creative is purely just a pure like love of building and wanting to design things. But the way that helps me a lot is that I can balance being in a creative world with also being in my actual survival world. So I can kind of balance and trade back and forth between the two. And I can get a little bit of a... I get to have the fun time building and doing all those things and creating all the stuffs and blah 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 while I'm over in creative, and then I can jump into survival and actually start taking action on those plans. And that to me is like my favorite way of playing Minecraft, is just giving myself a way to have plenty of things to do, I guess would be the way to say it. I feel like throwing this in here a little too bright. I don't like that. Honestly, cherry might not be a bad bet. Need my enchanted cherry log. English only in the chat, please, friends. Help me and the mods keep the safe space, and we can only do that if we can read your messages. Also, I only can read English, so I unfortunately cannot respond to your messages if they're not in English. So I do wish I could speak other languages, but you know, gotta grow. It's every time, like this time of year, we just get so many more people coming in, just like speaking different languages and things. And I'm just assuming it's all kids getting off of for summer break that are just like, ooh, it's a Minecraft live stream, I'm gonna go jump in. And then they don't really realize that it could be a different language than what they speak. Is sarcasm allowed? Sarcasm is allowed, but if you're breaking a rule, you're still breaking a rule. Sarcasm is not the ultimate defense to get out of being banned. We want to move these up. Sarcasm is most definitely allowed, but there are also a lot of people on the internet who try to, not saying this is any of y'all, but there are a lot of people on the internet who try and say bad things and then go, oh, I was just being sarcastic, why are you getting mad at me? So, sarcasm at own risk. What languages do you know? English. I can read some Spanish, but not... I wouldn't say I'm proficient in it, but I did take Spanish classes for a few years in high school, so... I can... If given enough time, I can probably get to the right direction of what was being said. Yeah, even if you're saying the nicest thing ever and being the most complimenting person ever, but you're not speaking in English, we're just going to assume you're saying the worst thing ever and we have to remove it. So that is use at own risk. Let's go with this. I kind of want to get some I feel like dead coral could be cool in here. If we did like, oh, my tough. Halo clog. Halo clog just felt really dark there. Do like a one above base block for him going around here with us. Again, for people who are trying to make jokes out of it, do so at own risk. If you get banned, you get banned. Save materials because none of those are visible. We're just gonna fill it in with stone because who cares? Whee! Oh, we can also do that there. Lovely. Are you doing interiors? No, that's what y'all of you, that's what all of you are here for. I feel like I want to get a little deep slate in here. I'm half kidding, but also. There's on the supporter server, people are able to claim interiors from the city and do them themselves, and then I get to bring them into the world, name them after them, and kind of turn into something more fun than just me putting hours and hours into developing stuff that's not seen a whole lot. It then kind of turns into something that's more of a community fun, and people can work on projects together. So we've got quite a few people that are in chat right now that have interiors up in the city already, whether I've built them in survival or they're in the planning copy or anything like that. So interiors take me a really, really long time to design and get done correctly. So I don't have a whole lot of time to do them, unfortunately. So it's a kind of a fun way for me to share, give everybody a chance to have a little bit of themselves thrown in the world. I want to throw a window into the base floor of this, but I need some inspiration. What do we have down here? We just got kind of a base one. That's way too big. So like all of these buildings, actually, now that we're in just walking around here, a lot of these have interiors completed. So like this one was by Blocky. We got Mocha Flips did a bakery right over in here. We've got Rainy did a little apothecary in here. We've got Archibald's Amethyst Emporium. There's a cat actually there in the survival world version. So we got a lot of those cool things already built up and around the space. And Stam, who you might know, did an interior for this little guy. We got Super Taco did this storage room. We have Simple Architect did this storage room. Are there any buildings unclaimed in the supporter world? Yes, there are a few, I believe. There actually, I know for a fact there are. As of like end of last week, there were still a few that were unclaimed, that are up for grabs. Touch of the Diagon Alley going on in there. I didn't really pull that from inspiration, but I can definitely see the vibe. Yeah. Is this too big? Maybe not. Yeah, Harry Potter is definitely my favorite thing ever. Love me some Harry Potter. Low, low, low. I actually don't. Could do a shrine on the wall. I feel like that's kind of weird being right into somebody's house. I like understand the hype behind Harry Potter, but I don't know. Not for me. Not interested in watching it, I guess. I feel like the brightness is way higher than I'm used to in here. I could just be seeing things. Missed a red spot on the backside of the building. Did I really? Oh, I did. Thank you. Yeah, we don't really need to dive into what the author has done, but yeah, they're not my favorite person either, so I don't really. That's definitely a thing of maybe I just don't really care to get interested in the series. But we don't need to discuss that. That's you can go do your own lovely reading after the stream if you'd like to. Let's do another little window right over in here. I know it's gonna kind of make it a little tight, but that's okay. Actually, we can just throw that in there. Give the extra interior space. Actually, back here. We'll do that, because then it looks like it's kind of coming down onto the roof line. Then maybe we have it like just like there's like it can kind of look like the gutter drips down to there. I don't know. Somehow it runs across and goes down. Assume solid. And then we can grab some trapdoors. Look at our nice little neighborhood garden we're making. I just have a nice little seating area here in the back. Stairs. Let's get ourselves some tough brick stairs. Lever. They can have a little art feature. Yeah, I think pink, at least cherry in Minecraft, works really well for like a simple pink color. Would you be down to make some gladiator arena in the desert, kind of like a throwback to Pyrus's Iron Farm? I've thought about doing some like Coliseum something or another. That would be kind of a cool one to do at some point. When you use Lightmatica, do you use easy place mode? When I'm doing trees and things, I'll use easy place, but not all the time, no. I go in and out on it. Do I think easy place is the devil like some Minecraft players think? No. I think easy place is totally fine to use. I kind of wanted to do like some berries right here.
Pleased to meet you.
Lulu!
I forgot. Monthly message. Hope you're doing good.
I forgot.
Peeps, let's hydrate and like the stream.
Thank you so much for the 29 months at tier 2, Lulu. I appreciate it. Hope you're doing well today. Welcome on in. Oh, that's not. No lantern back here, it'd be too bright. Just one. And then they can do a little scaffolding right back over here. And then they might need their own little one right here, and they'll just do 2 candles there. Log, and I've retextured soul campfires to be spruce logs, by the way, in my pack, so that's where you're seeing that come from. I just didn't want to mimic the campfires that literally would be right above it.
Pleased to meet you.
Oh, I didn't mean to. I meant to move that, not stack that. Twist it, turn it, bop it, stack it, merge it. ZX, thank you for becoming a member, my dude. Appreciate that. Yeah, they're probably gonna have like, probably won't be like the biggest garden space out here, but they can at least have something. Does anyone know how to get rainbow clouds with complementary shaders? I've seen it online. I need it. Ooh, that's probably a custom edit that you need to get. Why you so good? Was born this way. No, I know. Practice, my dude. If you're talking in terms of Minecraft building, practice. This world alone, we've been in for over 3.5 years building, purely building on a weekly basis, if not more.
Hello.
So just keep at it, keep practicing, give yourself time to grow. You're not going to get better overnight. You need time to actually learn and do things. So give yourself a little bit of time. That's the best effort I can say. That, why not? Cole, thank you so much for the 34 months, my dude. Getting close to 3 years. Look at that. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. I wish we had a green leaf litter. Like if you could just get a little green there, like clovers, I've heard people talk about before. Oh god, that'd be amazing. Glad to be here. Thought screw this, been watching long enough. Hey, I appreciate it. Thank you for the support. The reason why you don't use shaders when you play, my hot take about shaders. Oh boy, here we go. fWhip's hot take of the day. You've heard this one before. I think shaders make you a worse builder in Minecraft. I also think shaders do a lot of the magic for you. So when you're building with shaders and playing with shaders, you can make a really bad build look really, really good without any effort. Because the shaders are going to do all of it, because they're handling all of the texturing, the lighting, the blah, blah, blah as you're going. The player needs to do nothing. So I think it's pretty bleh. Vibrant visuals, though, I think is a good balance. I think I'm going to start using vibrant visuals when it comes out. I'm going to give it an honest effort. We're going to do a few videos with it, see what people think. Now, the reason why I say see what people think, because I find shaders, when it comes to terms with YouTube compression on videos, makes video quality look so much worse. Like, so much worse. So by playing with shaders, not only are you kind of like making like bad builds look good, which is fine, like that's okay. If you like shaders, play with shaders. I'm not saying don't do it. But I would say if you want to like really grow as a builder, a great first step is to turn shaders off and start actually, you know, working with blocks as they should be, not as shaders make them into be. But I think Vibrant Visuals, because it's going to be official supported Minecraft thing, I think it has a good chance of being something really cool. So I'm definitely interested in Vibrant Visuals and seeing where that goes with the game a little bit further. But so I'm gonna try that out when it gets here, but I am worried that it's gonna make video compression make your videos look worse, because it compresses, especially in really, really dark areas where a lot of Minecraft shaders just say, you know what makes this game look better? Contrast. Let's make really, really light areas and really, really dark areas. And then that makes it a little harder to work with on things, so. What, we have nothing? Nothing? Ugh, nah, that's not a stair. No, that's not a stair either. What works with dark oak for stairs? I would say to start without shaders and look at the build with shaders after. Yeah, you can always turn shaders on. That's fine. I'm not saying shaders are terrible. Like, play with them if you want to, but nether brick? Really? You know, I've never really used nether brick. Honestly, nether brick for the roof here could be kind of vibe. It goes well with the pink. But we need something else to go with the nether brick. Now, what works well with nether brick? Blackstone, apparently. Yeah. I kind of like the nether brick vibe just in general instead of the dark oak. I think this is kind of fun. Let's give it a shot. Why not? All mods are innocent until fWhip calls you out. Yeah, I trust the mods for the most part. Missing one. That's fine. I guess we could just do that. And that. Perfect. Okay. For the most part. Yeah. I'll always add in for the most part. To be honest, though, like, the mods are great. They've been helping out the community so much. But in reality, I don't know much about them as people. I can definitely chat with them a lot more than I chat with a lot of people in the Discord and everything like that, just because I always will respond to things going on in mod chat, or questions they have, or just where I can help, because they help me out so much that I really want to be able to return the favor how I can, whatever amount that might be. So I'm definitely like chatting with them a lot more, but in reality, you don't really know people you're talking to on the internet. Just as like a good like safety reminder, you know. It's a little dark, but I think it's fine. It doesn't stand out too much. Now the mods, they all know each other pretty well at this point. They hang out a lot. Do the mods get paid? No. I would absolutely love to be able to fund and provide everything for the mods, but it's very much a community, just like helping out the community and trying to ensure a place that they like to hang out is a cool, fun, friendly place to be inside as well. I just do not have the money to be able to hire on a full-size mod team. Would be great, but that is not in the cards. If it was, I feel like I would only be able to feasibly, and even at this point, I don't even think I'd be able to afford it, but it'd be like one person. And there's no way that one person can do all of it. So I very much have low expectations of people who are mods. It's very much if you want to come hang out in the stream, I would greatly appreciate it. And well, or it's more so it's people who come and hang out in the stream that are positive influences on the community already, that I'm like, hey, would you be willing to also watch chat for messages that might be slipping through or causing issues or blah blah blah. Like that's the extent that I ask for people. It's never please, like, there's no requirement for the mods to be here the entirety of stream. There's no requirement for them to even show up to streams. It's just, hey, I trust your judgment enough to give you mod powers to, if things are going on. I appreciate the helping to clean up the chat and keeping it a safe space for everybody else. I do that replace with a auto. It's called type replace in Axiom. It's in here. You go into the toolbox, and then there is a type replace down there. Getting direct contact to bully fWhip is payment enough. Fair. Yeah, I know. That's why Blocky does it. My friends, click the like button if you haven't already. I very much do appreciate it. I feel like this is just a long stretch along here. Like, part of me kind of wants to see, like, what would it look like if we just moved it back a block? Or even... Make it look like kind of two little pressed in archways almost, just barely. You mind answering the same question every stream for the rest of my time as creator? Exactly, yeah. Chaotic positive influence. That's what we're looking for, yeah. You do give them the occasional raid, that's how I end up following picks. Good. No, I very much want to, because I know a lot of mods are also content creators in themselves, and if somebody's willing to help me out with what I am doing and helping manage my chat and all that, I will very happily provide advice and return the favor as much as I possibly can. I really like these little tiny baby little views in. I don't know why. I feel like it's kind of just a fun vibe. Similar to the goldsmith a little bit, yeah. It's kind of the same palette, to be honest, just different roof. You're talking this one, very similar vibe. Yeah, this one's gonna be a fun interior to throw in. Yeah, we don't have an application process. I'd rather find new moderators based off of people that are... Crimson's way too bright for a roof. I don't want the roofs to be vibrant. Like, we're not building for Instagram here. We're building for actual survival gameplay in semi-realism. But yeah, we don't have like a click here, register to become a mod, anything like that, because I find it just gets spammed by people who have never been in the community before. So I would rather, the way that I look for moderators is I look for people who have been like super positive influences and chat the whole time, have been hanging out for a long time, that just been part of the community and are at the point where I now like know them as part of the community. And as soon as they get to be somebody that I'm like, oh yeah, I know Lizosaurus, or I know TK Ander, like, yeah, they're always great to have around. And then I usually will talk to the rest of the mod team and be like, hey, how are we feeling on how active chat is? Do we feel like we need another person? Because there's definitely always the element of too many cooks in the kitchen can be part of that for the mod team, where it can just kind of get more stressful with more people in there. So I always kind of, it's like, hey, I check in every once in a while, or if the mods ever reach out and they're like, hey, today was really crazy. And I'm like, okay, was it crazy just because we had a random more popular stream, or crazy because like we need to bring in another moderator to help out? And then usually from there is where I start going around and seeing if I can find anybody who'd be interested in joining the team. And it's very much off of a rack my brain for a little while and see if I can think of anybody who has been super cool to work with in the past, who's just been around for a long time. And we've had plenty of people that we've asked if they want to join the mod team, and they're like, you know what, I would love to, but I actually just prefer watching. And I'm like, fair enough. Who was your first mod? This Thomas. He's not in chat today, but he's been a mod since before I had 100 subs. Thomas has been around forever, and I greatly appreciate everything he's done for the community. What's this building mod? It's called Axiom, spelled like that. When Havoc reached out to me and asked to join, I had a mini freak out. Yeah, sometimes I like to usually send that message myself, but then some people I'm like, oh, I'm not a friend with them, or they have friend requests turned off, or blah blah blah. And so sometimes I ask the mods to do it for me. Okay, part of me wants to just do woo through here, but that may be a little tiny. Honestly, I think we could move it up one, and that would give us the space we need. I just like that little arch, that little curve going the whole way. I think it's kind of fun. So we could have a door into the house from here, and then we have a door into the basement from here. Yeah. You messaged me directly. I was like, oh no, what did it do to make the big fan message? I feel like I've had some people feel like, oh god, why is fWhip adding me as a friend? What's going on?
Pleased to meet you.
Oh, what did I do? Oh, well, whatever. I don't need to do that bottom one. Okay, cool. Callie Davidson, thank you so much for the prime. Appreciate that. Yeah. When you build church, probably not in this city. One sec. obvious choice is brick, granite, terracotta, light gray terracotta. We could just go with the classic city wall palette and do like a little like, we can kind of have a little like discoloration patches throughout. Just give it a little bit more texture almost. Then in here, and then we can kind of go into the granite.
Keep it real.
If you made it already, I'm sorry. Blue building for sanitation maybe? Reminded me because of the brick base you're making right now.
We don't really have big sanitation buildings in the city. I like to think they all just work so hard that they consume everything and they don't have a need to poop. No, I just haven't bothered making anything for that. But ZX, thank you for the donut, my dude. Appreciate that. That's an old reference right there. If you know, you know, I guess. But yeah, I didn't really thought about. I haven't really planned on any of those things. We have like little like groundkeeping areas around the city, but not so much in terms of like getting trash out or everything like that. Yeah, I don't know. I guess we'd probably need something like, I feel like we'd need something more for like wagons and carts and things. Something that's not really like on a steep staircase going up. That's I'll try and keep that in mind for the future build somewhere though. Speaking of the city wall, why is it so tall? Is to just protect the tall houses, or is it canonically very large monsters? The city wall's not that tall, to be honest. It just looks tall because it's on a cliff. So we have cliff and then wall, but I mean the wall's only like 15 blocks. I think it might actually be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 exact. Well, 16, 17 if you include the rampart. But yeah, 15 blocks isn't too tall for a wall if you think 15 meters.
Pleased to meet you.
Woot. Made it in time. Glad to catch a stream after the Mondayest of Mondays, lol.
Ooh,
thanks for everything you do.
Hopefully the
fWhip.
Mondayest is done Mondaying. Thank you for the 27 months at tier 2 though. I really do appreciate it. And hopefully you're on to an easier point throughout the rest of the day. It's messy, but it's not bad. Yeah, we don't need to include any new architecture styles out here. We've already got as many architectural styles as I really need to be using. So we're just kind of expanding on what we have. This one we could do white. Copy this. I did do bone block in there. A little sneaky. Oh, I did a little bone block and a little mushroom. And this I'm just gonna wrap here like this, and then we'll go directly just into hail. Creeper's freaking me out, man. Oh, damn it. Dang it. Send that all the way across, and then we need to get a Copy that guy. Get our enchanted log. Was I doing... Did I do, like, multiple? Oh, I did that like a one in, but this guy's skinnier, so... We'll just... Anyone know if there's a way to mask certain blocks while using paint tool and axiom? Tool mask? Tool mask? Block? 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 Paint? Only do those. Click on them, change to different block. Post office building to go with your ubiquitous Donkey Express service. Yeah, we got a... That's a post office right there. So we got one for the city, but we don't have many scattered throughout. For the log being sideways, that's just the copy tool in Axiom. We're almost done with framing. And we can just go through and add in all of the pale for now. I guess this in here needs to kind of get those guys coming through to be consistent. So we can set up for the interior, but not do the interior. Very important. Much brighter now. I'm just gonna bring that out here so I can kind of start to frame it a bit more. Maybe a Rowan Bath inspired house. At some point we could do something like that. Not right now though. I really want to do a Mediterranean area soon. I mean, I guess I kind of been doing Mediterranean over at the new village, like the start of it, but like an actual city. I feel like could be such a fun vibe of something to do. I'm just gonna break that, and he's gonna go to there, and it's just gonna be in there. I think it'll look better. Woohoo! Might need to change that chimney because I think a tough roof will look good in here, and I would prefer to change the chimney than do the roof because we already kind of set the tough up on the side, and so we could just change the chimney out here to deep slate. Breaks up from tough chimneys all over the place too. Do that real quick, and then we go bam, and we can go bam. Oops. Oh no, dang it. Ugh. then out here, we just need to do a little bit like this. Why do none of the other blocks in Minecraft have all of like the variants for everything like Tough and Deep Slate do? It's so unfair. Tough and Deep Slate are just such good blocks because you just have so many ways to work with them. Like, look at all those for Tough. Look at all those for Deep Slate. I mean, stone, sure, there's equal for stone probably, but like there's no stone wall, but there's a tough wall and a cobble deep slate wall. Cobble would be so cool if there was other ones, but I feel like cobble, they're like cobble and stone, they're the same thing, but it's like, no, they're not. And their color matches. Yeah, they're really, really well made textures. They did an awesome job on them. I think that was when Joppa was still doing textures before he went into full creative lead mode. Dude, Dark Prismarine just needs love in general. Dark Prismarine just kind of sucks. Yeah, to be honest. That feels too big for a sign. I do want a sign out here, but we'll just do a little hanging sign. Calcite variants would also be cool. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Let's see, if floor level is here, I kind of want to do just like a little 2 wide window here. So a little something. We still need a texture at the top. I haven't forgotten that. Don't worry, I didn't forget. I got rid of diorite. No, I don't want diorite. It's not bad. Ice cream. I'm jealous. There's apparently some ice cream festival happening in Seattle soon that happened last year, and there's so much drama going on the Seattle subreddits about it. It's so funny to read. There's some like big ice cream festival that was like $20 admittance, unlimited ice cream, eat as much as you want. And apparently last year they did it and they ran out of ice cream in like an hour and a half, and lines were like an hour plus to get in to get there. So like if you weren't there early, you actually didn't get any ice cream because of everything was run. They ran out of everything, and then they like weren't giving refunds, and it was just like, and now they're trying to do it again. And it's just like, oh my god, this is gotta love a little drama every once in a while. You've been in here, no sir. You've been. I think it's about time. There we go. What did I do for? I just did glass. Wow, nice little glass roof, window, not a roof. Actually, not at all on a roof. Purely on the side. Bam, bam. And I kind of liking doing this too, because it gives it a little bit more shape. I like that like split pane that you get down the middle. I've been seeing a lot of people do it recently, and I really enjoy the look of it. Just where it kind of splits your window in half. I think it's fun. Yellow house would be cool. We have a few yellow houses in the city. They're fun. Top, we're just throwing trapdoors in. I really want it to... we'll just leave it for it'll get fixed when whoever does the interior. They'll add another wall to make it too thick. Why don't you give yourself strength 100 and turn off the particles? That way you could eliminate mobs in one punch. Eh. I don't need to min-max my game that much. Maybe that's probably too much white. What do we use down there? Dark oak. I guess we're just gonna use dark oak again. We're just full copying a block palette I already made. That's how you know you're in the end game. Not having elytra. No. Who cares about elytras? You got block palettes you can just copy because you've already done the work many times. Do that there. That there. Oh, it could be over there. Give it a little offset. Do a little this. And do a little that. Do a little bit of this. Make like a really overgrown roof. Why? I don't know. Because the colors blend pretty well. And throwing some little cobble at the top too. Give it a nice lighter tone at the very, very tippy top. Yeah, that'll work. And then a little like over here. We're gonna need to mine so much tuff to be able to do all this. Oh, it's gonna suck. You have a mods folder anywhere? Yeah, on my computer I have a few. If you're looking for my mod list, it's in the Discord. There's a resources channel in there. If you had to pick between stone fences and wood walls, oh, wood walls 1000%. I don't need a stone fence. It looks good. It's just plain. Maybe just throw some leaves in. Why not? I guess I could do polished diorite right up here. Just like a single one right underneath the little frame. Gives it a little bit more form, I guess. And then this. Oh man, I would love to put a little lantern in here, but can't hang it from the top. What if this gets pushed back? I do wall. Little fence gate action. There you go. Yeah, that kind of gives it a little bit more something than just flat, flat, flat throughout here. Kind of like that. It's kind of fun. And then this whole thing right here can just come out one. Hotel when, if ever. I don't know. We find a space that makes sense for one. We have a lot of inns. Hotels are too modern. An inn, on the other hand, I think is perfect for what we do. I'm not planning to ever do any massive hotel chains or anything like that. We're not gonna have a Four Seasons or anything. Or we're not gonna, like, we don't need those. But we do have a lot of inns. Like we have, I mean, this is student housing for like the university. That's a little inn that would have some bedrooms up top. That's an inn that has a lot of bedrooms in it. That's an inn right there. The acacia roof over there is another inn. There's actually another one right outside the wall with the edge of right behind the gatehouse there. You can see with the deep slate poking out. That's another inn. That's another one. That whole big building there is all bedrooms and housing for the interior decoration for it. That's another one. We'll probably have another one of these down here. I'd be surprised if we don't have another inn going into something like that. So there's a lot of places, and then there's even ones outside of town. Like that's another one where people can stay if they're coming into town. So we don't really need a hotel. We have inns to help out with that. What we do with the snow mountain, we're gonna rebuild it eventually later, make it a lot taller and grander and more fun. You do a little candle outside the door, maybe? Yeah, I was just trying to find a space to actually put the candle. But a public bathhouse, probably worth it to do somewhere. Problem is I don't want to get rid of the walls here. I think the walls there. Oh boy, I guess we could kind of block the road a little. I'm never gonna come through here on a horse, so. kind of cool. Gives it a little bit more framing. Yeah. What about the herbalism and potion making? We have tons of those in the city, to be honest. I'm just kind of building house shapes right now that fit in with the molds that I've set out. I'm not really giving them purposes yet. I'm kind of leaving that up until either I got to post it on the creative world and this on the plot world for people to start decorating them, or if I get a really, really good idea. Street side top level. Oh, you're right, I did. That's why it's been looking so weird. I've been like, why is this looking so awkward? We get it on this side? We did. Okay.
Pleased to meet you.
Something up there was not working.
Happy Monday.
Chinook, thank you for the 29 months. I really appreciate that. Happy Monday right back
Pleased
to
to
you.
meet you.
And the 14 months on Twitch. Thank you so much. Cities need normal houses as well. Not everything needs a purpose, I think. Well, in medieval times, from the research that I've done, which there are definitely probably many, many people in chat that are much, much smarter than I am in this topic, but it was very, very common because it was difficult to own land and own buildings, especially in a city, because there's taxes and blah, blah, blah. So unless you were extremely wealthy, your workplace and your living place were usually the same. So the first floor of a lot of buildings in medieval cities were dedicated to the work and the craft and all of that stuff. And then the second floor was either usually a storage type place or like general living quarters. And then the third floor, if there was one, was the rest of your living quarters and bedrooms and things. And I'm trying to keep that consistent for everything that we're doing in here. So I've been asking everybody who builds an interior in the city is that there needs to be a place for the family who owns and lives in that place to actually live. So there's a lot of different elements to all of that, but yeah, that's kind of, oh yeah, go have fun out there. That's a goal that I always have. Oh, excuse me. We probably need to drop that floor down, otherwise it's only 3 blocks. But I guess it could be like some little spruce pattern or something like this, just like 2 blocks. And that'll give us a little bit more. And I'll actually put torches in these. We're gonna get some lanterns down there. How'd you come up with your username? I used to go by fWhip when I played StarCraft 2, and I just kind of shortened it to fWhip when I was getting into content creation. I don't know why, it just kind of stuck. fWhip didn't even really have like a great name behind or anything. I was bored. I was trying to make a new name for StarCraft 2 and wanted Whip, and it was taken, and then I was like, this is a fail, and then fWhip came from that. So that's the whole fancy story. Actually, we will merge this back the other way. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. All right, 1 sec. one sec. I gotta send a quick message. Okay. Dry leaves in corner as they build up. Yeah, we could. I'm gonna kind of save all that detail phase for a little later on. We're just trying to get a lot of the house shapes built out and decorate those guys, and then like actually bring it. I feel like I just need to do something in here, dude. I can't figure out what I want to do. Does it need a window? Is it just like too flat? Just needs a little bit of depth to it. Because we could kind of just copy this guy and just literally throw an oak trapdoor in there. And then do a little campfire above it. I don't know. Not the fanciest thing, but I think it could work. We're almost to 1,000 likes. Yes, we are. Let's get in there. Yeah?
Keep it real.
Space was at such a premium, even bridges could be lined with narrow buildings. Could be cool, but might not fit anywhere in path.
Yeah, like a living bridge would be super fun to build, but I think you're right that it probably wouldn't fit. But Dave, thank you for the donut, my dude. Appreciate that. Yeah, I know Germ is building one in his massive city world, but his bridge is probably like 3 times the width of this thing. I think it could be fun to try for a future project if we do another city at this scale somewhere else in the world, which, let's be honest, we probably will. Just not, I'm not planning that quite yet. I love the campfires for details. They take so much effort early on. Yeah, you can just get them in, you can get them from fisherman villagers for very, very cheap. Play was a gravity block on console. Was it really? I never knew that. I only played the original console version once, and that was back before I really even cared about Minecraft that much. I was just at a friend's house and he had it. Come on, let's load. Thank you. I have a new rendering mod that I'm trying out to help the game run better, and it just like weirdly makes the loading side of things super slow sometimes. It's really, really weird. And that's dirt right there too. Actually, that's fine. We'll just do dirt there, and we can do a little firefly bush. Just poking his head out. Okay, we have lighting there. We need some lighting at this little place up here, but that can be hanging off of this yellow house. So we can just kind of plan for like a... Let's put a big lantern here so it lights up a lot of it. I try to not use full bright lanterns all the time, but sometimes they just work. And that's okay. New massive city convert. Well, we've talked about doing one up in this area, in this savannah space, but I feel like the problem is that I want to do another city in like this ish style. Like I want to do a city like I want to do like a different style of medieval, but still within the realm of a medieval city. And I don't want to do like a massive like Asian inspired city or a massive like Grecian city or something, but pulling more out of like a specific region of Europe and picking that and trying to just go with it in there. So I don't know. Yeah, I'm not too sure. I know I want to do an eventually I want to do another like big city somewhere, an Italian style, maybe. I feel like that kind of gets a little flat after a while, because a lot of Italian architecture can be summarized in Minecraft in pretty simple shapes, in flat walls and not a whole lot of exterior details to them. But maybe, I don't know. Plans for a more advanced looking city, like becoming like more modern, probably not now. I want to keep this world very much set within this time period we have. I do not like Minecraft worlds that have like a, okay, let's go out here and we're going to be in the modern area now. Ooh, ah. And then it's like, and then we're going to travel a few thousand blocks and now we're in the medieval era. Ooh, and now we go another few thousand blocks. We're in the Asian area. Ooh. I mean, we kind of have that here of like, here we have the medieval era, but then we have like, it's definitely a much more ancient style of being New Papyrus. But I've tried to bring it a little bit more into at least like the Middle Eastern styles you see in like Age of Empires 2. That's where I grab a lot of inspiration for that one. And obviously we have like little fantasy stuff with like the dwarven things around, but everything is still very medieval fantasy in this world. Even like the castle from last time, it's ruined to give it a lot of age. But yeah, so like the style you do in X Life, that was a fun one. That definitely works super well because the mod details that we had though. So inspired for Italian, I suggest you watch some pictures of Trastevere in Rome. Huh, okay. Yeah, I've had the opportunity to go to Rome and tour around Italy a decent amount, so I have a lot of photos on my phone, which actually a lot of those went into the project for this week that y'all will enjoy. If y'all, yeah, Koi, I know what you're talking about. I tend to not do it just because it's expensive floor, and I try to have more noise instead of just like plain plan textures, unless it's like a very, very fancy area. But you're talking about doing like that, or even you can do like you kind of build out of here. Like both of those are different options that you can do. I know what you're talking about, dude. Like I want a well in the middle of this place. A little bit of noise back here almost. That's the inside of the house, so we don't need anything in there. I feel like we can make this into a really, really cozy space back in here. Even a custom tree or something set in it.
Keep it real.
Ever played old retro games before Minecraft? I played on Amiga and SNES mostly, doing Pac-Mania and Duck Hunt. Greetings from Netherlands. 11 p.m.
ZX, thank you so much for the donor, my dude. Yeah, my grandpa had a SNES, and so we played Super Mario World a ton as kids, but yeah, the first gaming console I had was a Nintendo 64, so I was able to check out a lot of those and played a lot of the OG games, which are fun. Not like super ancient compared to those, but I still go back and like play StarCraft 1 every once in a while just for some fun vibes and things. Welcome on in, Raiders. How we doing? Thanks so much for the raid, Sumo. Welcome on in, folks. What were y'all up to today? We're just doing some chill creative building today, so easy chill vibes over here. Let's do a bam, 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 bam. Honestly thinking just literally that. We might need to do that and do like a chain though. Nope. Oh, yeah, there we go. Just a little tiny well in here. Just right in the middle. And then we could... I really should probably be doing the... everything else first, but why not? That's good. Thanks for asking. Working on making some parkour. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Kind of like the idea of a tree just kind of coming over the top of these. Acacia leaves, maybe? I don't want to make the canopy too thick, so we're going to kind of just go off of the end of these. It probably down below wouldn't have a whole lot of light to it, seeing as we're pretty far above and in a pretty cramped space. So we'll do a heavy canopy on top, and then underneath is going to be very, very bare. Let's get rid of that guy. I don't know. Also, yeah, for those who are just coming in, we're very much chill vibes today. If you couldn't pick it up by me not talking for a minute. Would it be able to make the world tree bigger? Are you going to make the world tree bigger? No. No, I'm not going to bother. Could I? Yeah, I could. Do I want to? No. Absolutely not. The amount of hours I put into that the last time, and you can definitely tell that we did something to expand it. Like, you can definitely see it, but the amount of hours I would need to put in again to be able to even just see that we did something, that would probably make me want to quit for a while. The last time I put in well over 100 hours just expanding the canopy, and nearly 70,000 azalea leaves are in that thing now. I don't want to go through that again. Biggest regret in this world? I don't really have any huge regrets, but I definitely have I would say I've learned from things. And that, the biggest one there would definitely, we'll just deal with that connecting, it's fine. The biggest one there would probably be, there's a lot of things that I've done in the world that I just kind of placed in to place them in when I got started. And looking at it now, I wish I had a little bit more thought into where I was positioning things around the world before I actually started doing it. Because there's been a lot of limiting things that I've done that have made it really weird to expand and like grow things later on. But I'm trying to think if there's any out here. I guess like a few is just like the general roads in the world. I originally started making like 2 or 3 block wide roads, and that nowadays for my existing style they just look really small. So that always, it's just, there's some areas that are just like tight to get through on a horse, and I'm like, that shouldn't be that way, but whatever. So I'd say just stuff like that is not really a regret, but just like I've learned from it, and next time around, and also current expansions, I just do differently. I think that's good to have. If you don't cringe at a little bit of your Minecraft world, have you even had your world for long enough? Let's be honest. Yeah, I think that'll work. You live and you learn, exactly. I kind of like this. Or would you build another medieval city? We're kind of getting into the big snowy mountains up here. We're gonna do that like...
fWhip, do you have any plans for an interior video soon?
Happy gas area over
Keep it
here.
real.
So probably either end up like up in
Good
this
sir.
area,
Good luck building
or
path.
even like down here somewhere. I don't know. But I'm debating if I'm gonna do my rule of before we can build here, we need to build a road to it, because that's a very, 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 very long road. And if I want to do a big build for that, that's gonna be kind of a pain in the butt. So maybe not. Hey ZX, thank you so much for the dono. Have a good night. All right. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Also, Setnator, thank you for the 21 months. Interior video is next time we build in the city. My plan for it is to do all of these houses along the outside of the street. And then however long that takes me on the video, after that we'll jump into doing... I've grabbed like 8 more interiors that are all like this lower section here that I'm going to start tackling and doing those next. So I think this week's video is already done. The one after that is going to be themed around making a lot of emeralds. The one after that is going to be themed about making a heck of a lot of bone meal, because I have no farm that can make enough bone meal. And then the one after that will probably be here in the city, I think is where I want to go right now. Because that would put us at, what do we have coming out this week is it 95 this week or 94? Y'all, I feel like, I don't know about y'all, but we're getting, I guess it's because I did the world tour download at episode 92. Yeah, so this week is 94. So 94 is already done. So 95 is going to be emeralds. 96 is going to be bone meal. Then I have 97, 98, 99, and then we're at episode 100, which is crazy. So we have 6 episodes left until 100, which is okay. That's a month and a half, so I got plenty of time, and that's even if I do it every single month. And then that after that would be turning into like another world download, and it'll probably be a little bit more because I'll do hopefully I'll be doing misadventures, something off in there. Bird, be safe out there, but hope you're able to make an impact. 6 likes left for 1,000. Are you planning on doing more misadventures? Yeah, I want to do a lot more streaming on misadventures, and I think I might start misadventures into a little bit more casual videos. In terms of being able to just... There's no beep slate, there's deep slate though. I think I want to break misadventures up into doing like a second video in a week and kind of do it that way. So we still have the hardcore, so I think misadventures is still going to be a bit of a slower series in terms of uploads, but there's a big update planned for it soon that I'm very, very excited about jumping into some more. So I want to save space for that for sure, so we'll be streaming when all that stuff comes out. But otherwise, yeah, I'm unfortunately the dungeon video is not doing that well, so it kind of makes it hard to keep making more time for all that stuff when... So we'll see. I do want to do more misadventures. I'm not ditching it or anything like that. Let's go with extrude. We can actually... Oh, no. Rude. So if y'all haven't watched the Misadventures dungeon build video and you want to see more misadventures, there's a great one there for you. Go tell your friends. I really had a lot of fun making the video, but it's hard when it takes like 60 something hours to put that one together, and then it's currently at like 110,000 views or something like that, where I can do the same in hardcore and it gets 300,000 views. So same amount of time to earn a third of the dollar dues. Makes it a little harder to keep making time on them. Spoiler? You guys want a spoiler? Y'all want a spoiler? What we've been doing? No, I'm kidding. I spoiled that one last time, and that's this week's video, so I don't want to spoil it. Here's your spoiler. We'll jump here. Spoiler in Spoiler Town? I'm doing a little bit of building at the Dwarven place. There's your spoiler right there. There's your spoiler right there. Rip the numbers, I know. Rip the numbers. Look at the little smiley face. Just yeah, so we're finally starting some more buildings out here. That'd be pretty cool. They're gonna be fun. I really love the perspective we get when walking through the gate too. And now it makes that look so much farther away because it gets a little bit of the atmospheric fog to it. And then these right in here, it just makes that look even farther pushed back, and it's cool. Even though it is a lot farther pushed back, so it actually is legit different, but yeah. So yeah, there's your spoiler. The Dwarven style has grown on me so much. It's been fun to figure out. It definitely was harder to get back into it because it had just been a bit since I had tried. But yeah, I'm liking what I'm getting. That's a face. It's a whole face. Never be able to unsee it. You're welcome. Yep. I think actually I might call it here on stream today because we've been live for exactly 3 hours now, and I have some errands to run this afternoon. So how many houses do we get? We got 3. We only did those. Wow, that actually is way one pretty. 3 hours for 3 builds to decorate. Oof. I gotta get that time down if we want to actually, you know, build all of this stuff, dude. 3 hours to get 3 builds done. I mean, oh well, that's fine. We're not here to sprint to the end. We're here to get it right. I like these though. I think these are going to be really positive for the city here. I think they're going to be a really, really good vibe, and that's fun. And we've got our little pathways in going around too. Here we go. We got our little well. We got our tree. Our little walkway. We got this. We got that. We got here. I like this. This is going to be fun to be able to throw everything in. We never did anything with this chain besides throwing it in, so we could. Yeah, we'll look into that in the future. Can I hang hanging signs from sideways chain? No, you cannot. Does this line up? Why? It's so dumb. Fine. Nothing for me. Banners? A little like that. That's the city colors, kind of. That can work. We'll just do that. I think it has a little decorative banners, clothes up there, cloth. Okay, yep, that's gonna do it. Thank you so very much for hanging, my friends. I really do appreciate it. I need to go get some lunch, and then I gotta go out and run errands. I don't want to leave the house. It's fine. It's fine. I'll be an adult. I'll be an adult and I'll go run my errands. It'll be fine. Thank you so very much for hanging, my friends. I really do absolutely appreciate it. Y'all have been a pleasure. As always, thank you so much for hanging out with me on stream today. We'll be back streaming again on Wednesday. New video will be out on Thursday. Also, Elden Ring Night Rain co-op tomorrow with Pixel Riffs and Ollie the Orion Sound at 10 a.m. Pacific. So 4 hours earlier than now. So 20 hours from now, we're going to be live over on Twitch. So the YouTube side will not be live, but if you're following on Twitch, you'll see the notification, all that stuff. That's going to be a really fun time. It's the first time I've checked it out. It should be really fun. I love the Elden Ring world and all that. And if you want build inspiration, that's an amazing space to go for it. So yeah, that'll be live tomorrow morning. All that cool stuff. And with that, my friends, I'll catch you on the flip side. Bye. Yes, I'll find a raid. Don't worry.